Hey traders, Jason here with a Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And this is the weekly watch list video for November 8th, 2021. So we're going to talk about what the market's going to do, or what I believe it's going to do this coming week. But before that, make sure you guys check out my free Discord chat room. Just started this past week. Already have like 75 people or 80 people in the room. Let's try and get that to over 100 by Monday morning. So there's a link below in the description. Also, there's a link on the screen that tells you exactly where to go. Free S&P Emini futures chat room, and also a stock chat room where I throw stock picks once in a while out there too. So with that being said, let's jump right into this video. And right here is what we're looking at on the S&P E-mini futures for the daily chart. I've been saying this for a while. If you guys have been watching, we don't have that much excess, right? We had excess down here, but we never had excess up here, right? Because it was like a tabletop. But you could see we're starting to get some excess. Also, this market is starting to scare me a little bit to the upside. I think we're going to need and maybe have a major pullback within the next week or two. And I'm going to show you why in a second. But look at this. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up days, right? Reverse waterfall. Then we had one down day that broke it. And then we started all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, right? This is amazing. Just this entire rally that we've been going up. This is almost like a 10% rally from low to high, right? 43 all the way up to 47.15. So think about this, right? Or actually, I wouldn't say 10%, but 43, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, almost about a 10% rally, which is kind of crazy, right? With that being said, let's take a look at why I believe this is a house of cards. As you guys know, I do gaps and VPOCs, and I have my weekly S&P E-mini futures where I kind of track all this. It's $50 for a lifetime subscription. You could sign up. There's a link down below. Just 1 point pays for the entire subscription of the S&P futures. So if you trade it, it is a must-have. And with that being said, as we look at all these open gaps and VPOCs, right? What happens is we keep kind of gap and go higher, right? Let's kind of take a look at the last 90 days, right, of this. Look at this, right? Gap, go higher. We never come back. You should come back. Once you gap, you should come back, fill that gap, and then move higher. And we're not doing that. Gap, right? Here's a gap. We close here, open, and go. Right? It just keeps going over and over. And we've had so many of these. And also the VPOCs, the virgin points of control, have usually want to come back and get tested. They haven't. So look at everything that's down below. This market, I feel like, is built on a house of cards where, if you have a house of cards and you just barely blow on it, the whole thing falls over, right? So this is something I think is going to be a problem for the market. So I would definitely be watching for a potential short on any break below the previous day. And just so you guys know, this is what I call like a failure. So we have one failure, new high, and then so the next one might be another failure when if price breaks below the previous day's low, right? And if that reverses and goes higher, the more failures you have, the bigger the down move usually is, okay? You could go back and kind of back test and see how that works. So if we do kind of go lower one day, gap lower, reverse, break the reverse waterfall, go into a waterfall, go back up into a reverse waterfall, I will be shorting heavily on especially that third one if it happens this week or next week. So just something to be aware of going into this week. As far as the charts tell me, you got to stay bullish, but today's price action was not that great. What I actually think might happen, and I'll tell you why, and I'll show you too, is I actually think the highs have not been put in. Normally, you don't make all-time highs with a triple top on a 1 minute chart. Okay, normally you want to see prices get back above there. It'll come back up. That's what I believe is going to happen. So maybe early next week, we rally, we take out those highs, and then that's where we'll start to see, okay, hey, now we're very overextended and very stretched out. So that's what I think is going to happen. Let's move along. Let's go to the NQs. Sorry for taking so long on that. Drew these trend lines last week. Look at that. Nailed it right to the high. Reversal, same exact thing going on. So watch for a potential reversal. RSI way oversold. So essentially the same thing with NASDAQ. Let's take a look at crude oil. Crude oil broke down. We're on the backside of this trend line. I think if we could break higher, above kind of a Friday's high, if we could get back into this channel, I think we have a good chance at moving all the way back up to the upper end of the channel. But as it stands, we are lower, right? Lower high. We're in the waterfall. Just kind of stay with the trend if you want to. Maybe we have another down day, hit the 50 and then bounce off. We will see. Bitcoin / BTC. Kind of nowhere, had that look above and fail, just kind of churning sideways. I still think we're going lower. I would love to see kind of the 50 with the trend line, everything start to match up right around the 55,000 level, but we will see. Really no call on Bitcoin. Gold breaking out. This might be a telltale of the market too, right? This is why I go through all these, because it gives us a good, clear look of what happens with the market overall. Gold's moving higher. That might be bad for the overall market. And this kind of feeds into my whole thesis of we're overextended. And now we're starting to make higher highs and higher lows on gold. So I'm bullish on gold. Silver. Silver has not made the higher high, but we will see a bigger picture, low, high, higher low. If we could take out that 23 level, 24 is our next stop. So I kind of like silver. If it could get above it, but not before. And then AAPL, Apple, nice head and shoulders, potentially shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Just kind of being dragged out, really isn't going anywhere. Here's our neckline, right? So if the market rolls over, this all might roll over. Be careful out there, guys. I feel valuations are way overstretched. Let's look at certain stocks, right? This is the problem with a lot of stocks. Peloton, look at Peloton, got whacked this week, right? I mean, dude, you're talking 35% short or fall in Peloton alone today, right? This was the darling. Zillow got whacked this week, right? Yeah, they had problems, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like, be careful. I like Zillow around the 50 level. That's where I would actually start to look. And then just so you guys know, I did make a trade today in Peloton in the Day Trading Fearless Patreon portfolio. It's only $8 a month. So there's a link down below. Check it out. Patreon.com/daytradingfearless for swing trades. But with all that being said, You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Be careful. Don't get too bullish. That's my feeling of it. This market is being built on a house of cards. I think we will have a hard pullback, quick and furious, within the next couple weeks. So with that being said, have a great weekend. Don't forget free Discord. Links down below, and we'll talk to you soon.